guys, welcome to a new video review at starblight.de, and today I have something very cool for you. It's the Deluxe class Transformers The Last Night Barricade figure, which has been released a few days ago over here in Germany. I went to Toys R Us and they had them on shelf. They had Barricade, they had Slash, was it Slash? I think so. Bumblebee, and of course Berserker. So to speak, the whole first wave of Voyager and Deluxe class. And I thought to myself, so Barricade was a very cool character in Transformers, the movie, which came out 10 years ago. Yeah, it's the 10th anniversary of the first movie this year, and so maybe this was a decision why Barricade returns for the last night, or it's because of bad script writing. I don't know for sure, but nonetheless, I think this is a cool figure. I have some minor issues. I will tell you later in this video. But overall, it's a cool figure. You will see in the next few minutes. Before we get to the figure in his car mode, we take a look at the packaging, and this is kind of a new packaging for Deluxe figures. They now come in boxes like the Voyager class figures, but in smaller sizes. Here we have a very cool artwork of Barricade, the Decepticon logo, Deluxe class, the Transformers logo. Premier edition means it's the figures which also are attracting to adult collectors. On the side we have another artwork, and on the back we see two other figures of this wave. I spoke earlier of the names are Bumblebee and Berserker, or Decepticon Berserker. Also we can see Barricade has 11 steps of transformation, which is pretty easy. I'm smashing my camera lights. Which is pretty easy compared to his first Deluxe figure for 10 years ago. But it's not bad. On the top we have an image of Megatron, Barricade, and Berserker. Yeah, so far the packaging. For comparison, maybe it's interesting for you. I have here a classic Deluxe packaging from Transformers Age of Extinction. So the difference is obviously, and personally, I really like that they are going with boxes for the Deluxe figures in this toy line. Pretty cool. Pretty. In case you put them like this in your shelf, it looks pretty great in my opinion. So back to the figure, and here is this little mofo. Yeah, it's kind of an interesting story with him, because he was a very cool character in Transformers the movie. When I say Transformers movie, I mean, of course, the 2007 movie by Michael Bay. But yeah, he was a very cool character in this movie, and he disappeared. He was never been seen again until Dark of the Moon, where he was an on-screen character who hadn't much to do. I think he executed 1 or 2 Autobots. Don't know for sure. Also, I'm not quite sure if I have seen him in the Last Night trailers yet. I think he was seen. So he gets a figure, but I'm not quite sure. When I watched the trailer, I didn't wear my glasses, so maybe I didn't see him because of that. So, but he transforms again into a police car with his tagline, which made him famous: to punish and enslave. normally police cars have written to protect and to serve. Not here in Germany, but in the US, I guess. Also, he has on the front red and blue light, his siren, and police light on the top of the car. This part can be removed. You can attach it on this part of the back of the car mode, like yeah, Gatling guns or something like this. Can also be easily removed. I lay it aside for a short moment. He was a complete black in the first movie, but now he's more of a dark blue with a black hood. Kind of interesting. Also, I don't think it's a Ford Mustang again. Maybe the packaging gives any clues. Suppose it's made. Nope. No info about his alt mode, so I go with generic police car. So far so good. For size comparison, I have a Combiner Wars figure, Streetwise, which is also a police car. I thought this is kind of interesting to compare two police cars. So yeah, I think size-wise they are really comparable. Both are deluxe figures, but I think yeah, he looks a lot more cartoonish, not so realistic like he does. But just was a short comparison. Also a comparison to the Voyager class Optimus Prime, and yeah, I think that's not very accurate to each other. I think either Optimus Prime must be bigger or Barricade must be smaller, but smaller figures are not so pretty good, so I like my figures in one direction, and this bigger, the bigger the better. That's what she said. Yeah. Okay, but so I think this compares not very well to each other. So if you have a lot of focus on compatibility between sizes, I think you should wait for the leader class mode, which comes later this year. So also it comes with instructions here, like that. And he has some accessories, like this pistol and this this, what are they called? I'm not pretty sure. Are these boondocks? No. I guess as far as I know myself, when I'm finished doing this video, I will remind myself how this is called in English. So in German, little fun fact, in German these are called Schlagstock. Sounds funny even to me, but okay, I'm Belgian, so okay. So these are stored on the underside of this car and can be easily removed. For transformation, you don't have to remove them. They don't really get in the way while transforming. Also, you can easily play around on flat grounds without scratching it on the table. But for easier transformation, I will remove them and attach them later to robot mode. So starting transformation with releasing the complete roof of the car, including also the back here, and lifting it up like this, and folding the doors inside. And yeah, that was not planned. You can easily detach this part. It would have been very cool if you can use this as a riot shield or something else. So all this does is becoming a big backpack, which is my biggest complaint with this figure. He has a very big backpack. But okay, we're within transformation. So you want to fold these down, fold the arms out. it's kind of tricky transforming him back to car mode, because you have to find the right angle to fold his shoulder parts inside. You can see here that here is a hinge, and you have to hinge it up to fold it back, and also the arms tap in here, so it's kind of struggling. So it's kind of a struggle. So out again, because we want him in robot mode, and like this, you fold the arms, flip it down, separate the legs, turn them around like this. Then you want to fold these parts down, fold down the feet, and he's packaged like this, so he will have maybe some trouble standing still without falling back or front. So you can enlarge these parts, the heels, and make him some very good heels, so he can stand very, very good, like this. Then you want to fold down the arms, flip these parts up, turn the arms so elbow joint looks like this. Rotate your hands, and now collapse the backpack. And here he is in robot mode, and I like his robot mode, no question, but he seems a bit bulky to me. When I remember his first appearance as a deluxe figure with the 07 movie, I think he was a bit less bulky. So it's not a complaint. I think it fits his character. Maybe he is a really pissed off police officer kind of character in The Last Night. We will see. So as I said earlier, you can let his weapons be attached while transformation. These are the slots where the weapons plug in, like this, and same on the other side, like this. So he looks pretty okay. I think his transformation is a bit boring. So I really adore the transformation of the Voyager Prime. So this is a new goal to achieve for transformations with the Last Night toy line. So maybe I should lower my expectations a bit for Deluxe class, which seems kinda normal. Okay, so also you can attach this again or let it attached for transformation. It rests here on his back. I also thought about buying Bumblebee, because the Bumblebee mode, which is reused for the Last Night toy line in his first wave, is pretty great. It's the Age of Extinction mode. I reviewed in German the regular deluxe version and also the Autobots United Platinum set edition version thingy, and it's a really downgrade in terms of color, and but I think on Barricade it's not as bad as I had expected, because as we have seen, the doors are colored. He has some paint on the knees. Also, they used different plastic colors which give him a bit of difference in his robot mode. So for Bumblebee, he's just nearly plain yellow with some silver paint on some spots, and that's really bad. But he is pretty good in my opinion. He has here some light blue paint, so blue and red lights. Also, he has red eyes. He has 4 eyes. So come on, focus, focus. Yeah, like this. The red eyes look good. The Decepticon symbol on his forehead look good, but all in all, I think this head is a bit too boring, a bit too plain, compared to his artwork. Which picture? No. Yeah. It looks a bit more. If they used a bit more silver, and also a bit yellow, it seems to me. Also, if this artwork is straight from the movie, I'd say he's a bit inaccurate to his CGI model, which is a bummer for me. Even when I compare Voyager Prime to his on-screen appearance, but we have to see and wait, wait and see in this order. So maybe I will be very surprised. But right now I'm expecting he's just a character walking in a scene, waving to the camera and says, "I am back," and nobody knows where the fuck I was the last few years. I expect something like this. But the figure itself is pretty interesting. A really different figure than every Barricade we've got before. So I'm looking forward what he does in the movie. Attaching his gun weapon, what did I say earlier, Gatling gun-like thingy, here on the underside of his forearm, you can attach it like this and wrap it around his fist. And this is a pretty unique design in my opinion, and I think it's really cool. I imagine him in a movie like pushing his fist and shooting a shitload of bullets in short time. Pretty amazing. But maybe he, as I said, will just have a very short appearance. His gun can be attached in either hand, and his melee weapon can also be attached on either hand. This looks a bit stupid, so I recommend doing it like this and moving the arm a bit up like he's holding it against his arm, like this. Looks pretty good to me. As I said, it's not a overall great figure. He's cool, but if you have just money for one figure and you have to decide, it wouldn't be the first figure I came to think of. Also, like I mentioned before, his backpack is ridiculously big. I think it would have been a big problem to make it more collapse inside itself, or like I said, it could be detachable to be used as a riot shield. I think it would have been possible, but they didn't take this chance. So also, if you remove the backpack, he looks a bit more streamlined, which is also very great. Makes him look a bit better, in my opinion. Yeah, I have another size comparison. Where did I? Another size comparison, this time with Titan's Return Deluxe class Chrome Dome. And as I said, he's a bit bulky. I think he's also in the movie a little bit shorter, a little bit more mass in body forms. I wouldn't be too surprised if he ends up eating donuts and acting like yeah, a caricature of a police officer. Yeah, so far a nice figure. I'm really looking forward for Berserker. I think I will buy him too in a few days. Bumblebee, I'm not quite sure. I think the upcoming mold looks pretty great, but I don't dig that they go back to his first 3 movie design. I really like the Age of Extinction design for his robot mode, so I will see, and I hope you will see my next review in English also, as I said, for Berserker. I think it will go online at the weekend, so also I would thank you if you give a thumbs up, leave a subscription if you already haven't, and yeah, be sure to check back again in a few days. So hope to see you again. Till next time.